Hi you! Thanks for watching my video about this year's AIDS Walk Portland. My name is Nicole, also known as Nico, and I work for the Quest Center for Integrative Health, a nonprofit community health center that has been serving the LGBTQ+ community and people living with HIV since 1989. I came to Quest about 4 years ago to lead up their HIV services department. Back then, we were pretty small. In fact, I was a team of 1 for a while. And it was my job to expand the Women of Wisdom program, which provides a safe space for a very diverse group of women living with HIV and their children to come together on a weekly basis to share meals, learn, vent, process, heal, teach, create, and support one another in a sisterhood of community. Today, Women of Wisdom, or WOW, is over 60 women strong, and the only program of its kind in the entire state of Oregon and Southwest Washington. Since then, Quest's HIV Services Department has blown up in a very good way. In 2013, we added a peer support program, which takes the time to connect people with the mental health and recovery services that align with their beliefs, needs, and identity. The coolest part about this program? It's founded on a very basic idea that the support people need to get the services that they need should come from people who have been in their shoes and understand what they're going through. Our peers are amazing human beings who have also struggled with issues like depression and anxiety, are in recovery from drug or alcohol use, and who know what it's like to navigate houselessness, post-incarceration, long-term unemployment, disability, or the unique complications involved in living with HIV. Just this year, our department added a new mental health therapist who specializes in serving the positive community. Already their schedule has been filling up with people looking for individual and group support that is culturally relevant, such as the HIV, Gay Men's, Community and Process Group, offered every Sunday. We now have 7 full and part-time staff, and I gotta say, Quest's HIV Services Department is rockin'. When I tell people what I do for work, it's not uncommon to hear the question, wow, HIV, is that really a thing anymore? Yes, it's a big thing, and it remains a problem not only for the 2 million people who are newly diagnosed each year, but for the thousands of long-term survivors whose bodies, hearts, and spirits lived through the height of the epidemic in the late 80s, early 90s, and still lack access to some very basic care services. HIV also remains a problem because it affects those who are hardest hit by the life-threatening systemic issues such as poverty, racism, transphobia, oppression, violence, and trauma. I am painfully aware that even with the healthcare reform we saw in 2014, insurance alone can't provide access to the range of services people need in order to heal the emotional and physical trauma of long-term exposure to the HIV virus. This is the reason I push so hard to help raise funds for AIDS Walk each year. As an official partner agency, we at Quest get to keep 60% of the funds raised by our team. Thank you, Cascade AIDS Project. Every single dollar of that money goes to pay for services that are unfortunately not covered by our existing healthcare structure. In my spare time, one of my hobbies includes working to build a world in which there are no gaps in access to basic services, and where poverty, racism, transphobia, oppression, violence, trauma, and of course HIV are things of the past. But in the meantime, I'm fighting to secure access to services that my loved ones need right now. Services that are defined by healing of the whole person and not defined by their extent of insurance coverage. That's why I'm asking you, loved one, friend, colleague, stranger, to donate to my AIDS Walk campaign this year. My first AIDS Walk was back in New York in 2005, and many of you have been supporting this cause ever since. Thank you. The work of combating HIV means a lot to me, and so does your support. If you've never donated before, I hope that the story I just told moves you to give. Every $5 or $10 donation can go a long way when combined with the generosity of many. Thanks for taking the time to watch this, and please remember to visit the link below and make a donation today. Bye-bye, and thanks.